Hello, this is James Harvey, the professor of music theory at the College of Southern Nevada with 5-Minute Music Theory. Let's begin that timer and head over to a nice, beautiful circle of fifths, one that's a lot nicer than the one that I drew in the circle of fifths video. There's some stuff in here that we didn't see, so don't worry anything about that little rung. We will get to that very soon. But if you notice the outer portions, you can see the C, G, D, A, E, B, and so on and so forth, all the stuff that we wrote in the circle of fifths. Now let's talk about how the circle of fifths relates to key signatures. I'm going to draw a little line down the middle, and on the right side of that line I'm going to draw a sharp, and on the left side of the line I'm going to draw a flat. If we start up at the top of this circle of fifths, C, the reason C is at the top is that there are 0 sharps and 0 flats in C major. I know that's tiny, but just take my word for it that I wrote those. 0 on both sides. C is sort of our blank key with no sharps and no flats. Now every time we go one step forward or clockwise in the circle of fifths, we start adding 1 sharp at a time. So that says 1 sharp there. G major has 1 sharp. I didn't draw that very clearly, so let me draw it a little bit better than that. 1 sharp. And then D major has 2 sharps. A major has 3 sharps. 4 over here. 5 on B major, and then F sharp major has 6. This circle didn't have quite as many members as the one that we used in the circle of fifths video, so we'll just sort of stop it there. Then if we go backwards or counterclockwise, we start adding flats. We have 1 flat, 2 flats, and you can see where I'm going with this. 4, 5, and then G flat major has 6 flats. So what this circle of fifths is sort of helping us to determine is how many sharps or how many flats there are in specific keys. And these are all major keys in the circle of fifths as we have written it right now. So if we look at, let's take E flat major over here on the left side. I've circled E flat major. E flat major has 3 flats. And if you remember the order of the flats, those flats are B flat, E flat, and A flat. So we would have B flat, E flat, and A flat in the key signature for E flat major. This is why it's so important to know your circle of fifths, because it makes a lot of these things easier. E major has 4 sharps, so the order of the sharps. So I'm going to write them up here. F, C, G, D. So the key signature for E major would have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp because it has 4 sharps. So if you know how to construct the circle of fifths, it saves you tons of time because you can just figure out where you are on the circle and you'll know how many sharps or flats there are. And now that we know how to use this circle to determine how many accidentals, it's time to figure out where we put them on the staff, and that's coming up next in the next video. Thank you.